From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, March 1st, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. Well, once again, Hazleton City Council and the mayor are at odds over appointments or lack thereof. WYLN's Gary Perna has more.
Hazleton's mayor and city council are at odds, and to some it's nothing new. Council members removed names from the agenda that the mayor put on or a number of boards in the city.
There were a few items on the agenda that were removed. I felt it was important to appoint a person to the zoning board, a person to the planning commission, and 2 people to the housing authority. There's a few projects that are coming up in town at the Altamont, possibly in the Heights, and with a couple other things that I felt were important to have those put in place, and council decided to remove them from the agenda.
Council continues to ask the mayor to put his administration heads on the agenda to be voted on. But the mayor said he thinks these appointments to some of the boards and authorities are more important.
I don't know if it'll delay anything, to be honest. If they're needed, if a vote comes to planning, if a vote comes to planning, then it's going to delay at least 2 weeks because there's only a council meeting every 2 weeks. I believe they took them off the agenda because they won't vote on anything I put on the agenda until I put up my department heads for appointment, which I feel that they don't need to be at this time. It's being researched by the legal counsel for us and some other cities. So until the determination is made, then I don't feel that I should interfere with that process.
If council continues to block these appointments, it could slow down any work on a number of projects that could come before the Planning, Zoning, and Housing Board, according to Cassant.
The appointments for the authorities, boards, and commissions can't happen at any meeting at any time. It's just a matter of how stern council is going to be with delaying those appointments.
City Council will meet tonight at 7 p.m. where this topic is sure to be discussed. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
5 teachers at GAR Junior Senior High School have been suspended with pay due to an investigation. The investigation centers around whether the teachers were drinking alcohol before or during a junior high school dance several weeks ago. They were at the GAR dance as chaperones. Superintendent Bernard Prevuznak and Solicitor Raymond Wendelowski said they didn't want to disclose information about the ongoing investigation, noting it involved confidential personnel matters. The suspensions were imposed late last week, and the school district administration is conducting that investigation. The nurse from the VA hospital in Wilkes-Barre accused of assisting in surgery while drunk is now facing disciplinary actions against him. The Department of Veterans Affairs Medical Center initiated the disciplinary action on Monday. Hospital spokesman William Caleb said that the alleged conduct of 59-year-old nurse Richard Prieri was, quote, appalling, and said he was issued the notice that could result in his firing. Prieri from Drums was charged with recklessly endangering another person, driving under the influence of alcohol, and other offenses last week. Prieri allegedly showed up for work on February 11th after drinking at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs and proceeded to participate in emergency surgery that lasted until the next morning. Police say after reviewing surveillance footage, it showed Prieri getting out of his pickup truck and staggering through the hospital doors. Prieri's employment status was questioned by the chairman of the House Committee on Veterans Affairs last week, inquiring why he was not fired. Wilkes-Barre City Police are searching for a man who they will charge with open lewdness at the Family Dollar store on Main Street. According to police, Martin Sherlinsky entered the stockroom of the dollar store and defecated on the floor. Other details on Sherlinsky have not been released. The incident occurred on Sunday, February 28th. Anyone with information on this incident or you know of his whereabouts, you're asked to call Officer Labar at 570-208-6727. For the first time in over 100 years, the price of a first-class stamp is set to go down. Yes, that's right. The cost of a first-class stamp is currently 49 cents, but on April 10th, the cost will drop to 47 cents. The reduction is part of a pre-arranged agreement with Congress. The post office got to increase the price of stamps by 3 cents in 2014 to help it raise $4.6 billion in revenue, but the price hike was only set to last 2 years. The post office gets to keep 1 cent of the increase to keep up with the inflation, but the post office is already begging Congress to let them keep the price at 49 cents, saying it will hurt them even more. Standard mail such as first-class letters and postcards make up to 76% of the Postal Service's sales, all of which have prices capped by Congress. The last time the price of a stamp fell was in 1919, when it went from 3 cents to 2 cents. A well-known band is coming back to the area to help raise money for the 38th Annual Fun Fest in Hazleton. The Poets have been around for more than 45 years and play hits from the 50s and the 60s, as well as disco and newer tunes. The concert is sponsored by Northeast Revenue Services, LLC. The show will begin the 6-month countdown to the area's largest festival. This year's Fun Fest theme will also be unveiled at the event, which will be held on Sunday, March 6th at 1:30 at the Genetti Ballroom.
Genetti's will be having a hot lunch buffet starting at 12:30, but you do have to register for that. There will be no tickets available at the door for that. So again, there's only 2 short days left to sign up for the hot lunch buffet, but again, there'll also be tickets just for the show if that's all that you're interested in.
Tickets can be purchased at FunFest headquarters at the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce at 20 West Broad Street.
And the Poets, with all of their energy and excellent entertainment, will be joining us at Genetti's at 3 p.m. for a really fun concert. We'll be unveiling the logo for this year and some other fun and excitement to go along with the 2016 Fun Fest theme. So if you'd want information or be interested in tickets, call the Chamber office, 570-455-1509. And we'd love to see you on Sunday, March the 6th.
Tickets are $15 in advance and $20 at the door. To find out more about the event, you can call the FunFest office at 570-455-1509 or visit funfestpa.org. Well, it's time now for our first look at our forecast. It is certainly beginning to look like spring, but will these temperatures and sunshine last? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with all the details. Joe?
Well, we do have some spring-like weather in our forecast, but we also have some winter-like weather in our forecast as well. But if you're traveling next couple hours across our region, things shaping up to be pretty nice. No weather-related problems to contend with, but notice out toward the west, you see the leading edge of some rain. And some of that's going to start to overspread our area. I'll let you know exactly when in a little bit. But temperature-wise, over the past 24 hours, actually not too bad. We got 50s and some lower 60s. And temperature-wise, currently 47 in New Angola, still in the mid to upper 50s in Berwick, as well as Bloomsburg and Danville. Complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, we'll hear from Hazleton's mayor and police chief on how they're working on bringing the area businesses together with 21st century policing. More news, weather, and sports is headed your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
Hello, I'm Paul Esposito Jr. from Victoria's Candies. My family has been serving the Hazleton and surrounding area since 1934. Our secret family recipes and time-tested techniques of making fine candy have made Victoria's Candies your choice for nearly 4 generations. We specialize in Easter baskets and hollow-filled eggs, and we make our own chocolate molds, like the Easter Bunny, the Last Supper, the Cross, an iPod, a cell phone, or a guitar, just to name a few. Shop where the Easter Bunny shops, Victoria's Candies.
Hey kids, I'm home.
Dad, it's cold in here.
Oh, it's not cold in here, it's warm in here. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn this down because I got to save money for tax preparation.
Honest Abe's, your tax partner, giving free advice year-round.
310 South Church Street in Hazleton. Call them at 570-861-8297. Don't stress, pay less.
Hazleton's mayor and police chief are looking at working with businesses to cut down on crime in the city of Hazleton. Well, today WYLN was at the downtown business meeting to hear from the pair on their new ideas for Hazleton. 21st century policing for Hazleton? That's what Chief of Police Jerry Spezial and Mayor Jeff Cassat are hoping to accomplish in the city. This morning, members of the Hazleton Downtown Business Association met at the chamber office to hear from Police Chief Spezial and Mayor Jeff Cassat.
It was nice to get together with local business people to discuss their concerns and the future of downtown and other businesses throughout the area. They had some concerns about what we want to do and the plans of moving forward. We like meeting with groups, the business people. We are reaching out to other communities. We went to West Hazleton. We're meeting with some the firefighters in McAdoo this weekend. We have something for Hazel Township set up. So we are trying to reach out to all areas and listen to concerns of everybody.
Chief Spezial says they are hoping to take back the city and get everyone involved in doing it.
We're all in this together. This is, community partnerships, community collaboration, whether it be the business community, the residential community, the visiting community. This is all working together to make a safer city. Look, I talked about, tying in exterior cameras, a public-private partnership where we can get the businesses to tie in their cameras into the police department so that we can eventually see them in the police car. Those are the 21st century policing concepts that help, but also alerting the criminal element through signage, like parking signs that say this area under surveillance by the Hazleton Police Department, and then you see the camera on the side of the building. Those are the types of things that deter crime and displace it from the area to outside of the city of Hazleton.
Cameras, signage, parking meters with cameras installed in them, and license plate readers are just a few things the department is hoping to acquire to help combat crime in the city.
There's a new parking meter that's out there that has cameras that show both sides of the street, that also capture plates. Those cameras can tie into other cameras at the street corners. There's no cost to it. The company comes in and puts them in and then takes a piece of the parking fee. That's something that would obviously have to go before the legislative body. But these are the newest in technology.
Co-owner of Carmen's Bakery in downtown Hazleton, Kathy Cucci, says that she was excited to hear of these brand new ideas.
I'm so thrilled about some of the ideas that the chief put forward today in the meeting that we had this morning for the business owners in our community. He's talking a lot about technology, and most importantly, he's talking about working together. He said that we all need to work together to bring forward these ideas and helping to clear the community of some of the down aspects that we have here. So I'm looking forward to working with the police department, working together with the community, and it was a very helpful and hopeful message that he put forward, and I'm really excited about it.
Chief Spezial hopes that the cameras especially will help deter criminals from committing crimes.
Criminals don't want to be under surveillance. It's just a theory that has always worked, that they don't want to be in places. You're not going to rob somewhere that's under surveillance. You're not going to go to places that have signage that tell you you're being watched. You're not going to go to places when parking meters are watching all aspects of the corner and including other areas of the street.
As his 120 working days contract continues with the city, Chief Spezial hopes to get the city where it needs to be and has a strong message for those who live and work in the city of Hazleton.
Look, I came here and I gave a commitment to the mayor that I would assist in making a safer city. That's my commitment to the public. I've given you that commitment. And what I will tell you is I will base my decisions on solid police principles and not politics. I didn't come here to fight with anybody. I came here to do a job and make a safer city, to give you a foundation that will give you the economic engine to make this city vibrant with a crime-free city.
For more information, you can check out the police department's website at hazletonpolice.com. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk is back with a full look at our forecast. That and much more, including sports, is coming up here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You're going to meet Joe, whose very busy, very active lifestyle was cut short by a fall at work. He suffered in silence until a little help and a little encouragement from a loved one convinced him to see Dr. John. He's feeling so much better. He's going to share his story this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society tilt funds. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazelton's Funfest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants of Spare Hill Climb, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
Well, the wind is howling across our area outside, but at least we have fairly decent mild temperatures. We got upper 40s, we got 50s elsewhere, and dry conditions. But again, those dry conditions aren't going to last too much longer. Some rain is on the way. Let's take a look at the graphic for today and see what's going on. And we were on the dry side of things today. Overall, not a bad looking day across the northeast, but again, those winds continuing to pick up, and the rain is just out toward the west, and that is going to start to spread toward the east. Live 35 Skycast Doppler, kind of quiet right now from Wilkes-Barre through Berwick, Scranton, Lewisburg, all points at this point in time remaining dry. Outside our station in Hazelton, we're at 49 degrees. But with those little bit of those winds out there getting a little gusty, it's actually feeling a little bit colder than what the actual air temperature indicates. 56 Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 46 degrees in Mount Pocono, 57 in Allentown, 59 in Williams-Barre, 57 in State College, and it's 64 degrees in Pittsburgh. Up in the Wyoming Valley area, temperatures generally continuing to remain in the 50s. Satellite and radar. We got those clouds on the increase across the northeast, out in central PA, and out in western PA. You can see the leading edge of some rain out in the Ohio Valley region as well. And again, that is going to start to make its way into our area as we go in through the overnight hours. Notice these temperatures. It's going to get kind of cold again as we start going into our early Thursday morning. Notice these temperatures only in the teens. And yeah, there's the potential, even as we go toward the ending part of this week, that we may have to deal with some snow across our region. So that storm does exit as we head into tomorrow. And it's going to get a little bit colder across our area, so we may have to deal with a lingering snow shower around or two early tomorrow morning, and then everything else clears out across our area. And then looking at Thursday night, maybe into Friday, maybe have to deal with some snow that could overspread our area. And it's going to be cold enough for snow, but then after that, it's going to get much milder across our area. Extended forecast looking like this and what we can expect over the next couple of days. So we got some of that rain through tonight, then some snow showers around for tomorrow morning, colder for Thursday, and then a chance for some snow Thursday night into Friday. Kind of quiet for the weekend, and then as we go into early next week, that's when it looks like temperatures will start to get milder across our area. Daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers are pick 251, to pick 3 102, and to pick 4 9064. Pick 5 numbers 04846, and a treasure hunt numbers 9, 14, 18, 27, and 30. Stick around. We'll have a lot more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
If you're not in danger and you see a crime, text 274-637, 274-637, 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. Text 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. No one will know your identity.
Now helping to solve or prevent the crime is just a text away. Text my tips to the word crimes and let the law help you.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional airtimes. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society Tilt Funds. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazleton's Funfest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants of Spare Hill Climb, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
Drivers beware. The Hazleton City Police Department announced today that it is cracking down on aggressive driving. The city has seen 2 serious accidents within the past 10 days that resulted from aggressive driving. Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Spezial has put a new campaign into effect to help ensure the safety of all motorists.
I have the full faith and confidence in the Hazleton police officers that they will be out there to deter aggressive drivers so that we don't have to have these type of fatalities and serious accidents. Those are the things that we have to do. Prevent things before they occur, because after they occur, it's too late. So these are the things that we'll be doing, private-public partnerships, signage, aggressive driving campaigns. We're going to do a road point checkpoint. A road checkpoint throughout the next couple weeks. So these are the things that we'll do for aggressive driving.
Drivers can expect to see signs posted throughout the city reminding them that police will be out enforcing traffic laws. Spezial stated that this is a part of 21st century policing. Law enforcement will also be utilizing license plate readers and cameras to keep a watchful eye on traffic violators. Coming up next, Eric DeBerardinis is in with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have that one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
WYLN is proud to announce a huge technical upgrade to our channels that will bring a better digital picture and expanded coverage area to viewers all over northeastern and central Pennsylvania. In addition to Channel 35.1 in Hazleton, you can watch a crystal clear picture in Berwick and Columbia County on Channel 47.1 and in East Stroudsburg on Channel 24.1. And we're proud to announce Pennsylvania's newest TV station, Channel 9.1 in Williamsport, serving Lycoming, Montour, Northumberland, and Union counties. Now more than ever, WYLN is your local network.
Last week, the district basketball semifinals and finals, meaning some great teams playing, producing great plays. Here are the top highlights from local hoops and plays of the week. We appreciate the aesthetic value of no-look passes here at Monoy's Matt Yansena dropping the dime for Mikey Joseph. Next, Berwick's Damon Beckhorn, a wrecking ball towards the hoop for the finish through contact. Then, a Blue Mountain connection through the air between Mark Chelius and Braden Lewis. Not a dunk, but alley-oop layup, still pretty good. Moving on, Notre Dame East Stroudsburg's DeJour Douglas, left-hand half-court bounce pass for the deuce from Sharad Sharif. And then that's matched on the other end by the putback and punishment from Shenandoah's Ian McCole. But the top play of the week belongs to Mahanoy's Megan Bisco as the sophomore drills a game winner, vaulting the Lady Bears into the district final and into states. And congrats To all the teams that hoisted plaques and earned medals as district champions, we'll see if anyone can capture gold in the state playoffs. Yesterday at the deadline, the Baby Penguins acquired 2016 AHL All-Star Dustin Jeffrey, which should help them in the standings. The Big League Penguins currently edging Philadelphia for the 8th and final playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. And a big win on Monday certainly helped, as Josh Getzoff from Pens TV reports.
First career National Hockey League hat trick for Patrick Hornquist, 43rd career National Hockey League shutout for Marc-Andre Fleury. It all spells a 6-0 win for the Pens on Monday night in downtown Pittsburgh.
No, obviously it feels great to get that one first out of the way, and hopefully it's more coming here. But Sid and Cooney did a good job getting the puck there, and we create that little scrum in front of the nets. And like the first goal, he just hit the skate, and I get first to it, and the second one, Cooney just floored the net. I get a stick on it, and then the third one, Gino find me on the back door.
Regardless of whether Horny scores or he doesn't score, he brings a lot to the table. I think he's one of those guys. He's a meat and potatoes player.
No rest for the weary. The Pens right back in action to complete their 3-game in 4-day stretch when they take on the Washington Capitals Tuesday night in D.C. At Consol Energy Center, I'm Josh Getzoff.
Well, the Eagles have their guy for the next 2 years. Today, the team agreed to terms with the 28-year-old quarterback Sam Bradford, who was set to become a free agent next week. ESPN's Adam Schefter is reporting that the deal is worth $36 million over the next 2 years, with $26 million guaranteed. In 2015, Bradford stayed mostly healthy, tossing for 3,725 yards in 14 games. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, more of a breakdown of the state basketball playoffs, but next, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast. Stay tuned.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Wilkes-Barre, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
I'm Bill Washko. I handle sales at WILN, and I am at the American Cancer Society Telethon. I do telethons, helping hands, because I like to help the community, the local people, and the dollars that help local people, young and old.
Well, we got the rain out west. That's going to make its way toward the east as we head through the overnight hours, and then it's going to turn colder, and there could be a couple of lingering snow showers around as we head into the first part of tomorrow morning. And temperature-wise, actually pretty nice across our region, but indications are it's going to get colder. In fact, look at these numbers: 50s, 60s. That's been nice today, but notice northwestern PA temperatures only in the 30s, and again, that's an indication of some colder air on the move, and it's going to get here on the extended forecast, which you'll be able to see as we go across the board of days for tomorrow. Only about 33 degrees, maybe a few snow showers around in the morning, and then after that, not looking bad for Thursday, but still cold, 27 degrees. Still a chance of maybe some snow as we go into our Thursday night and Friday, and then still kind of chilly for the weekend, and then as we go into next week, that's when temperatures start to warm up, and we're in the 40s, and eventually we're going to be up into the 50s.
Well, I guess we could say it was nice while it lasted.
As everything is, yep.
I guess
they're laughing in the control room. Ain't that the truth, though?
Yeah, no, it is. But today it was so beautiful these past few days. It's funny because you don't think about it in the summer. When it gets to this temperature,
Sure.
You're frozen.
Right.
And now in the winter, you get these temperatures, and it's beautiful out.
Absolutely.
All right, we've got some big games coming up.
Yeah,
Hazelton
Friday and
girls are
Saturday,
doing
state
good.
playoffs, Hazelton girls, a bunch of local teams will have highlights of everyone.
All right, sounds good. I know you'll be out there covering it all because some heated games coming up. All right, have a good one. Have a good one, everyone.